Alright, welcome everybody. We're going to do double angle formulas. They're right up there. Just go ahead and memorize it. Alright, let's go on to number one. Okay, here we go. Number one. So what you need to do is if you see a sine to x or whatever, cosine 2x, you need to convert it immediately. So it matches this right over here. So let's do it. So class, what is sine of 2x? Oh, it's 2 sine x cosine x. That's great. Alright class, and now there's a GCF of? Let's do it right now.
Where'd you get the cosine from? What?
This isn't the problem. That's the formula.
Okay, but how are you going to take cosine? Now I'm really confused.
There'll just be 1 plus sine.
Okay, I'm confused again. Do we need to know these for the quiz?
No.
So how do we need to know this for the quiz?
Because if I were to cover this up, and this is problem number 1, you need to know how to do it from here.
Okay, I can do it from there.
Okay. So on the left equation, we get 2 cosine x equals 0, and we're like, hey, what is cosine equals 0? And you're all going to say pi over 2 and 3 pi over 2. This is no different than what we've done before. Same thing over here, except this is going to be 1 plus sine x equals 0. Yeah, what does sine equal -1? 1, 2.
Did I get it? Did I get it? In my head, I got it? No, I didn't. Is it? 3 pi over 2?
I'm not going to respond to keeping questions.
No way.
Okay, so let's write down our final answer. What happens when I combine these?
It's only pi over 2 and 3 pi.
I get an overlap. It's okay, just don't write it twice.
Why?
Because you don't write it twice.
What if I write it twice?
Yeah, I'm going to start taking off points.
Oh my god.
Okay, alright, so I went to this kindergarten class the other day, and they were doing 1 plus 1. This kid wrote 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. His teacher marked it wrong.
No, but he's not wrong. He got 2. Not that many. If it's 2, comma 2, comma 2, comma 2.
He doesn't know commas. He's in kindergarten.
This never happened. This is a
I think it was an example that he was creating to explain.
Daniel, I have a question. Do you lose brain cells when you study the class talk? I don't lose brain cells. Daniel, do you get annoyed? Daniel, one time Daniel tutored me and I asked him to do the lesson and he was like supportive. He was like a
Daniel's practicing for his teacher career. Daniel, this is more to come for you.
Oh, he's like, you're still in math. You're still in breakout? Yeah.
Hey, when you go to be a student teacher, find me. Alright? We'll make it work. I'll give you the full range of my class. I won't care.
Daniel, could you yell at someone like they're not paying attention? Do it to someone.
Probably not.
Yell at Daniela. Yell at me.
I'm not going to yell at you.
What's mine about? Get off your phone. What's your hour?
I'll just make a student do it.
Make a student do it? Okay, alright. Hey, Naomi just took a picture of herself. Go yell at her.
Daniela, get off your phone. No one's ever told me
Hey,
that.
Daniela, yell at her.
Get off your phone. You yelled it. Oh, my God.
Alright, hey, let's go back to math.
Oh.
Number 2, cosine 2x plus cosine x equals 0. We have like this one's a 2x on the inside, this one's an x on the inside. That's why it's a big no-no. Okay? If these each were 2 x's, we're totally fine to add them, but they're different on the inside, so they're different functions, so we cannot add them. We have to use an identity. Now, for cosine of 2x, there are 3 choices. We need to pick the best choice. The best choice is going to be looking at this right here.
Cosine squared u minus 1.
Yeah, why are you picking the one with cosine only?
Because there's only cosine.
Because there's only cosine. So let's pick the one that only has a cosine.
That would just make it.
So this is going to equal 2 cosine squared x minus 1 plus cosine x equals 0. This is also great practice for your quiz today because I could totally give you a problem that just starts with that.
Okay, then let's start that. Would you only take a cosine out? The one on the square.
Let's rearrange it so it becomes a function that we can be a little bit more familiar with. So it's going to be 2 cosine squared x plus cosine x minus 1.
You got to factor.
Gotta factor it! So put your 2 parentheses. I call this double bubble.
I can double bubble.
Double bubble.
My bubbles are kind of pretty.
So it's going to be 2 cosine x. Cosine x, the only way to get 1 is 1 and 1.
Plus or minus.
Which one's which?
Doesn't matter.
It does matter. It completely matters.
Plus or minus negative. Plus or negative. Plus on the right side. What? Why are you saying plus?
Okay.
She was like, did she just what?
I'm going to try not to be rude. I'm very close to
Can you
being
explain
rude.
how you do that? Can you explain how you do that?
I think I'm going to have to be rude now.
Oh, you guys are
Let's do a practice problem.
I knew that. You don't have to be that. You don't have to be that. It takes forever to break it down.
Okay. If I give you this problem, you should know how to do it.
Yeah, I know.
What's the difference between this problem and this problem right here?
That's it.
X's are cosines.
Okay, good.
That's it.
Got it. Well, there's technically X. Okay, now what?
Set each of these equal to 0.
Okay, so one cosine equals 1/2, right?
So cosine equals 1/2.
And then the
Positive 1/2.
Negative 1. Cosine
Hey, let's stick to the one side. Let's finish the job here. So when does cosine equal 1/2?
Hold on. Shit. Wait, let me think. Don't say it. Don't like it.
You have a question? All right, that's a good question.
Oh, hold on. Give me
Pi over.
Pi over 3.
All right, so I didn't move you to that side.
Pi over 3.
I'm glad. I was
Five
good.
pi over 3. 5 pi over 3. Oh my! What happened?
What?
What happened?
Can I help you?
Huh? No. Why is Taylor laughing so hard? Yeah, what did you say? Say it again. What did you say?
Question, did I screw up again?
Yes. You won. Wait, so it's plus 1 and minus 1.
No, it's
No, it's
plus
correct.
or minus.
No, that's correct.
No, that's false.
I
It's a
don't
positive.
get it.
A positive one.
Yeah, that needs to multiply to the negative.
You're right, negative.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I get it. Okay. Yeah, don't question the teacher.
Please question me at all costs.
Okay, next one. Wait, hold on, let me open my unit circle. Okay, go. Oh, wait.
When does cosine equal -1? Okay, let's put this answer in smallest to greatest.
That's kind of funny.
Should just be pi. Who said pi over 2? Who said pi over 2?
Bernal.
Hey, that is really rude, and I wish you had not said that.
Well, I'm just making fun of him.
If anything, a little bit better.
Okay. We all have opinions. I love that side of the room. Love that side of the room. Alright, so pi over 3, pi, 5 pi over 3. I'm just putting it in smallest to biggest. You don't have to do that, but I'm just doing it to prep you for your web design.
On the website, I get hundreds, so ain't gotta worry about it.
Alright, so.
She was on the phone. You know the record out where it's like, shut up and drive, and then learning how to drive. The record Ralph scene where she's like, shut up and drive.
I hate A-Days so much. I hate A-Days.
You hate A-Days?
I hate A-Days.
Okay, whatever.
Why?
Yeah, you know A-Days hate you too. I like the teacher.
I don't know if you do.
No, I don't.
Okay, let's use, next question, really, yeah, it's, not much left anyway. So, use cosine theta equals 5 over 13 to find these values right here. If theta, this one states it if theta is in quadrant 1, like it should have in the last set of notes. So, for this one, it's in quadrant 1. I know this, so I need to draw a. Okay, so if it's 5, 13, what's the missing side? 12. Okay. Now here's a common mistake that people make for sine of 2 theta. They would say, oh, it's 24 over 13. What mistake did they just make? People think that sine of 2 theta for this triangle would be 24 over 13. Yeah, they think you just multiply the answer by 2. You can't. You have to use the...
Formula.
What's the formula? Okay, so using the formula. The 2 times what's what's sine of this triangle? I heard 12 over 13. Times what's cosine of this triangle? They already gave it to us. We just gotta do some math here. So what's 2 times 12 times 5? 120. All over? Okay, cosine 2 theta. You can pick any formula you want. It does not matter whatsoever. Which one do you want to pick? Picking 1 minus 2 sine squared? You can do that. I would probably pick 2 cosine squared minus 1. Why would I do that? Because what if I mess up my triangle? Can I still get it right? Yes, why would I still get it right? Because they gave you cosine. So you can pick anyone you want. I'm just trying to give you the like help. Like, it's wrong. So use the cosine one because it gave you cosine. So it's 2 times, what is cosine of theta? And we're going to square that, minus 1. Well, what is 5 squared? Over minus, which is 50 over 169, kind of squeezing it down here, minus 1. So same thing as 50 over 69 minus 169 over 169. So we have common denominators. And I get what, Meryl? Save yourself.
119. Negative.
Get to the other side of the room. Messed up.
It's right here. We're good. Okay. Yes, thank you. Someone realized that for tangent, what do you need to do to find tangent? Just divide the two answers. That's why I don't ever memorize any tangent formulas. Just divide them. So you're going to get 120 over 169 all over negative 119 over 169, which is? The 169's cancel out. I'm going to put the negative out in front so it looks nice and pretty. Okay? So all you do is just using those formulas. Hey, I got a quick question for you. We're in quadrant 1, correct? Why is cosine double angle in negative then?
Because if you multiply the angle by 2, it would be an angle.
Very good. If you multiply this angle by 2, we're not always in a different quadrant. But this angle happens to be bigger than 45 degrees. Because when we double it, we end up in the second quadrant. Okay? Alright, flip it over. 2 problems left. So let's just not do them. Okay, fine. Let's just not do them, and you'll never know how to do them ever again in your entire life. You got plenty of time for the quiz. Like, this is a lot more time than I thought.
I'm just nervous,
Are you asking a question? Because your mouth is open like you're ready for a question.
Well, I just need to go to the bathroom.
Go.
Okay.
Okay, how can we simplify this one right here, number 4? Find the GCF of 3. You're left with what and all? Save yourself. 2 what? Okay. Alright, welcome back. Now what?
We can use our formula for replace that with
And that's it. We're just trying to simplify.
pretty simple.
I'm gonna make up a number 6 here in a moment. I will. Don't you worry. Because it's the problem that we've seen in past notes, and I'm like, you can do more to that, but we'll have to wait on it. So I'll give you that problem again. Okay, what about for number 5? We're just trying to simplify it. What can you do?
Can we multiply them together?
Yeah, multiply them together. Distribute them. So what's cosine times cosine? Aren't these conjugates? So do the middle terms exist? No, they go away. So middle terms are gone because they're conjugates. Sine times negative sine is, which is
1. But we could also use the formula. Do we have to?
go over there.
Because of the oh, right, because they have to add together. Yeah.
What's the rule?
They have
Okay.
It's cosine 2x.
yes, if they were adding, it would be 1, but they're not.
Cosine minus sine. So. Yeah, make him up a problem real quick. Just deal with it. For the notes.
Can you do more practice, really more practice problems with us for the quiz?
I can do that. It's fine.
Do you want me to?
Okay.
Medium level.
What do we do here?
We can factor.
Factor it how?
What is it called? Difference of squares.
Difference of squares. So I'm going to get
Cosine squared x minus sine squared x.
mm-hmm.
Cosine squared x plus sine squared x.
Okay, so all I'm doing here, difference of squares. Okay, so that's why I get cosine squared, sine squared, different signs. Now what magical things happen here?
The left side converts and the right side converts.
So this is 1, and this is, so this final answer is?
Oh, I know, never mind.
Beautiful. It's beautiful.